Hi! So today is kind of a special day, the day that this video is going up. Not the day that I'm filming it, but the day that it's going up. It's a day that only comes around once every 4 years. It's Leap Day, so happy Leap Day. I know there are probably some Leap Day babies out there, so if it's your birthday today, happy birthday. Happy Leap Day birthday. So for the video today, I actually wanted to talk about time, because Leap Day is basically a gift of time. We get an extra day in the year. And so I was actually thinking about this a few weeks ago, hence my notes on my notepad. I was thinking about being given the gift of time a few weeks ago, and it just made me think about things that I do when I'm given the gift of time, because time is one of our most precious commodities, right? It's finite, and it's kind of hard to come by, and you always wish you had more, time to do something, time with a person. In this video, I kind of want to break down things I do when I'm given the gift of time to make the most of it, right? So being grateful for the time that I have. I do want to say that I am grateful for the time that I have. I know that I'm young and I'm healthy, and so chances are I'm going to have a long time to do a lot of things, and that's not true for everyone. But I think over quantity, the quality of the time that we have and how we spend that time doing what we love, what fulfills us, what makes us happy, doing something good and kind for other people, can make our time feel like it's spent a little bit better. So anyway, how many times can I say time in this video? Please don't count. I don't want to know. I guess I want to kind of start by breaking it down into time increments, because as much as I want to say if I'm given 15 minutes, I'm going to do something super productive, I can't say that that's true for me. Sometimes I need 30 minutes, an hour, or even half a day for an activity. So I have broken out into 5 different categories, different time increments, right? So if I am given less than 15 minutes, and I guess we'll start there because I've got activities broken out into 15 minutes or less, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 3 to 4 hours, which is essentially half a day or a full day. I think I want to start with a 15 minutes increment. So here's something that you should probably know about me. I am, and if you don't know this, let me just tell you, I'm a huge list maker. I always have been. I'm type A. Sometimes at night, I can't sleep. I'm laying in bed, I'm tossing and turning, and I can't go to sleep. And then it hits me that I'm anxious about the next day. Maybe I've got a lot of things on my mind that I want to accomplish in the next day. So I always keep, my nightstand is right here next to me. I always keep a notepad. Let me pull it out and show you, because it's actually a notebook. So I keep one of these handy dandy little Blue's Clues notebooks next to my bed with a little ink pen. So if there's ever a time where I can't sleep at night, I make a list. So if I'm given 15 minutes in the day, I'm probably going to make a list. I may or may not, write that list in my planner. I'll update my planner because it helps me to keep track of things. I do sometimes fall into the doom scrolling trap, and sometimes I'll give myself 15 minutes to doom scroll and just fall into that and just scroll on Instagram, because I don't have TikTok. But I do find some forms of short form content entertaining or useful, informative sometimes, so I will allow myself to have that every once in a while. Try not to fall into that trap very often, but it does happen sometimes. Sometimes I'll check my email if I have 15 minutes or less, and that's just a quick sweep. I will just go through one tab, because I have a Gmail account, so I'll just go through the promotions tab and just get rid of all the junk. Because I know right now I'm trying not to buy anything. I'm trying to save more than I spend. So unless I'm looking for something specific, I'm just going to delete all of those promotion emails. There's going to be another sale. If the item sells out, I don't need it, that sort of thing. So sometimes I'll check my email. And then one of the things that I'm trying to be better about doing is messaging a friend. It's really become a priority for me to, when I have a little block of time, just reach out to someone. If I've been thinking about someone lately, there was someone I was thinking about last night, and I want to message them today. So if I finish this video before I have to go back to work because I'm on my lunch break, I'm going to send them a message, because it's important to me to keep in touch with people, and so making that a priority. When I'm given the gift of time, reaching out to someone and spending time with them, even if it's in a virtual way, I think can be meaningful. So that's important to me. Let's move on to the 30-minute category. So if I'm given like more than 15 minutes, but less than an hour, so not exactly 30 minutes, sometimes time doesn't break out that way. There are a few things that I will do if I'm given, a little bit more time. One of the things I like to do is walk my dogs. If I'm given the gift of time and it's nice outside, like it's not raining or extremely hot, but if it's still light out, because I don't like walking them in the dark. But if the conditions are right, I will take my dogs for a walk. They like to go outside for a walk. They love the yard, but they really like to go out and smell things. A 15-minute walk with them is not very far. So I like to take a little bit longer with them because they want to stop and smell everything. So it takes a little bit more time. I do like to spend 20-30 minutes walking them, taking a little time to take them outside, let them explore the neighborhood a little bit. Sometimes I'll nourish myself. If I'm given the gift of time and I'm hungry, I'll have a snack, I'll make something nice. Sometimes it's really easy to just fall in the trap of, I'll grab something quick. I'll just have crackers and peanut butter, which has been my lunch the last couple of days. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if I'm given a little bit of time, I really personally enjoy cooking. It makes me feel fulfilled and happy, and it's an activity that I enjoy. So if I'm given 30-ish minutes, maybe I'll make a nice snack. This next activity is a little ironic because Emma's cat just got in trouble for chewing on one of these. But if I'm given a little bit of time, 30-ish minutes or so, I will take care of my plants. And Emma's cat is sitting in my window staring at me because I just told her she was naughty because she's trying to chew on one of my plants. But I like to take a little bit of time and kind of groom them. If you know anything about me, if you've been watching my vlogs, you know I'm propagating like a crazy person right now. So I've got lots of little jars of plants all over the house. I've got plants in hanging baskets in the windows. So I like to take a little bit of time, water them, give them a little, like refresh, make sure that they're doing okay, check, like do a health check. Do I need to do a repot? I've got a couple I think I probably need to repot. I won't do that in this time because that's a bigger activity, but I like to, do a little health check in on them, give them some water, make sure they're doing okay. And then media. So sometimes I'll like double stack these. So if I'm checking on my plants, maybe I'll play a YouTube video in the background. I've got a couple of channels that I'm really enjoying right now. One YouTuber that I have been absolutely obsessed with lately, and that's not a word that maybe obsessed isn't the right word. I've really been enjoying her company, and that's Jessica Braun. I find her, and I was thinking about this last night, I find her presence, her YouTube videos, soothing. She's so relatable, and it's soothing to know that there's someone else out there who feels similarly to me on certain subjects. And she's been doing this new series that I think she's calling her Getting Real series. And the last video she did, she talked about perfectionism. And that one struck so close to home. It was like looking in a mirror. It was like she knew exactly who I am, and I've been working on it, but her video helped me. So, sometimes I will take the time to watch a YouTube video and not just like have it playing, but sometimes I will, like with a video like that, I'll sit down and I'll take notes. And it is helpful to me. It kind of feels like a little bit of personal growth or like investment in myself to reflect and think about the things that I want to do, things that I think are, positive aspects of my personality, and the things that I would like to work on personally and improve. So I think that it's important to take a little bit of time sometimes to invest in myself and work on, development and improvement. Next is like the 60-minute category. So if I'm given an hour or two, these are some of the things that I will do if I'm given a little bit more time in my day. First off, I have edit, and that just means editing one of these videos, a video for my channel or for my mom's channel. I have found that editing in the style that I do it, and I am not a fancy editor, okay? I don't have that kind of time or interest really in making these videos so highly produced because that's not who I am. But editing one of my videos takes me sometimes an hour, maybe two, depending on how long the video is and how much I'm doing to it. But I do like to edit and maybe get a little bit ahead if I'm given the gift of time. Something else I like to do is read. If I'm not in the mood to edit, if I don't want to look at a computer screen anymore, I will pull out a book and spend an hour reading. I like to cook. Last night I got off work on time and I had some time before Mom got home and I made dinner. Like, I cooked dinner and it just felt really good to get to cook dinner, and by the time Mom walked in the door, I had a fresh meal, hot ravioli ready for her to go, and it, like, to eat when she got home. And it felt really good and I loved doing that. I want to try to do that again tonight. I will fold laundry if I'm given spare time. I will stack this with another activity, like I will watch a YouTube video or have a podcast playing in the background, but I will do like minimal chores, fold laundry, and sometimes if I'm feeling like super highly motivated, I'll organize something. Like right now I've got the spring cleaning itch, like I've got that bug and I want to just go through everything. I want to tidy everything, I want to purge. I don't want to get wild with it, but I do feel like there are some places in our house, in my life, that could do with a good clean, declutter, purge situation, and I need an hour or two to do that. All right, 2 more categories, and this one is like the 3 to 4 hour category. So if I'm given a third of a day, half a day, like 3 to 4 hours or so, I will go into like a deep clean mode because I love to clean. So like my bathroom, if I'm given, like, let's say I went back to work, my boss was like, hey, you've been really stressed out. Take the rest of the day off. Just log off early. If I was given 4 hours, I would come upstairs and I would deep clean my bathroom today. I know it needs it. I want to like wipe down all the countertops. I want to deep clean the shower, which I don't always do. I want to clean the toilet, sweep and mop the floor, which I don't always do. So deep cleaning for me, just one small space. Like if I would need 4 hours for the kitchen, I think I'd only need maybe 2 hours for this room. But I love to deep clean. And if I'm given the gift of time like that, I will use it to be productive. Now I will, if I'm not given the gift of time, I will get this done. But if I was given the gift of time today, that's how I would use it. I'll also film. Filming is a priority for me. I want to try to do this. I'm going to make this return to YouTube and I want to make it a priority to make videos. This one is one I've wanted to film for several weeks and now it's the week of Leap Day. So I want to get it up this week if I can. But I have been making filming a priority, but sometimes I'm just in the mood to film. And if I'm given the gift of time, I will vlog, I will go somewhere and film. I will come up with a video content idea, especially if I already have a list. I've got 2 other videos that I want to film, and they're, you know, sit down style like this. So if I was given the gift of time today, if I was given 4 hours, I'd spend 2 hours doing that, like cleaning my bathroom, and then I'd spend a couple hours doing this. I may or may not shop. Like some people, I like to go out and just window shop. I like to see what's out there. One of my favorite activities to do with my mom, especially when we're bored, is like we go to TJ Maxx just to look at stuff. Do we need anything? Absolutely not. But it's a fun activity for us to go and look at their fun, you know, kind of niche little things. And I don't know, it's a fun activity. I don't have to spend any money to be happy, but it's like a free activity to go to the store and look at stuff. So I like to shop and I like to grocery shop. It's fun for me. Sometimes I'll watch a movie, you know. I know that it's looking at another screen, but I do have a movie that I want to watch, and I think I might bring it upstairs to watch in my room tonight instead of going to bed on time. It's a movie called Book Club, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I think that's what it's called. But it's about these like older women they start a book club and they're reading these books together, and I just really enjoy it. It makes me happy. I think Jane Fonda's in it and there's other people in it. I don't remember their names, but anyway, I really enjoy that movie. So sometimes I will take the time to sit down and watch a movie that no one else wants to watch with me. Like, Emma's not into this movie. My mom doesn't like Jane Fonda, so this is one that I would watch by myself. Like, Pride and Prejudice is one of my favorite movies, but I don't think anyone else in the house likes it as much as I do. So sometimes, if I'm given a bunch of time, I'll put on a movie that I enjoy, and I'll just spend that time, you know, by myself. because I'm an introvert and I love that kind of thing. It makes me happy. Our last category is like full day activities. So if I'm suddenly finding myself with an entire free day and I don't have anything else I need to do, I like to invest in myself again. One of the things I like to do is like learn or study. I'll take an online course. Right now I'm working on a SQL course. I haven't had time to do that recently, but I do really want to learn SQL. I would love to become proficient and maybe even certified in SQL. It's like a coding language. I would really love to be able to do that because it would help me do my job better. And I know that. I know that there's a need for that in my current role. And I know that it's a skill that I would be able to take with me to other jobs. So that's really important to me. So if I was given a whole day, I would probably, spend some of it at least working on that because it is a priority for me. Something else I haven't done in a long time is I haven't gone to Universal in months at this point. And it makes me sad because I have the annual pass and I don't think I have any blackout dates. And I love going to Universal. Don't love the crowd so much, but the weather right now has been so beautiful. Like I should have gone this last weekend. I didn't, and I kind of regret it, kind of don't, because I spent my time doing something else, but it is something that I could do if I was given a full day, or even half a day. Like I could just go to Universal for the evening and that could be fun, but I would love to go back to Universal and spend some time there, just walk around, maybe ride a roller coaster or two, but Universal, or, for me personally, that's what I would do because that's where I have the annual pass. I like to work on big projects. So if you know me, I've got big plans, big goals. I do want to do a video talking about my goals with you guys, kind of hold myself accountable a little bit. But I do have a list of big projects that I want to do. Like I want to paint my bathroom. And I have the paint. I have everything I need. I just haven't had the time to do it. Or I haven't made it a priority to use my time that I have to paint that bathroom because it hasn't really been a priority. Does it need to be done now? No, it can wait. There are other things that I'd rather get done first. Painting is an indoor activity. I can do it in the summer when it's hot outside. Pool day. If I'm not going to go to Universal, let's say it's really hot outside or it's a busy weekend, spring break, like 4th of July holiday, and I'm given the gift of time, I've got the day off on the 4th of July, probably gonna spend it in the pool. Like we have a pool here at the house. I like to spend time at the house, especially when Emma and Mom are here too. I love to be in the pool. I love to swim. I love to be out in the sun. I love to be warm and be outside. There's a beautiful butterfly outside my window right now. We've got a TV out by the pool so we can play movies or listen to music, and it's very nice to have a chill day like that. Especially when I spend so much time working on homework stuff and painting. So it's not an always kind of thing, but we do try to take a very chill, relaxed day once a week because everybody needs a break. And sometimes it's not every week. Sometimes it's 3 out of 4 weekends a month. Sometimes it's just 2, but I do think it's important to prioritize mental health breaks and just kind of taking it easy for a day. On the flip side, if I'm given the full day, especially if I'm the only one that's home, I like to clean the house. And the way that I do it sometimes, and this makes it sound like I don't clean the house. I do. But the way that I do it when I'm given the gift of time and I'm the only one home, I blast music. I get a little bit sweaty, so I'm usually wearing workout clothes or a bathing suit. So then when I'm done cleaning, I can go jump in the pool, kind of cool down a little bit. And I will basically wipe down all the surfaces and then basically work my way from the countertops down. And in the kitchen and the bathrooms, that sort of thing. Take all the trash out. It's like a deep clean, not like I'll just wipe it down, refresh sort of situation, but I'm actually going to put some bleach in the sink and scrub the sink out because it stinks, that sort of thing. So if I'm given a full day, I really like to give the whole house that deep clean, lots of attention. I have to be in the mood for it. If I'm tired, if I'm mentally exhausted, it's not something that's important to me unless it's the house that's contributing to my state of mind, because when the house is messy, I just feel totally overwhelmed. When I clean it, I feel better. And I think that might just be a me thing. It might not, but I feel like it's just me, and that's my neuroses. And then the last thing is explore. I have a list of things I want to do here in Florida, specifically Orlando, that are kind of touristy, but not really. I want to go back to the public library that's downtown. It is so beautiful and like, I want to say old. I think it was built in like the 60s. I don't think anything has changed about it since it was built. It is stunning. I have to pay for parking, but it's a public library and they have a store inside where you can buy old used library books for like $1. And that just sounds like heaven. There are a couple of used bookstores that I'd love to go to. I want to go to the art museum, the science museum. There's a natural spring. I think it's called Wekiva Springs. And I want to go there. Like one day this summer, I would love to go there and like get a canoe and just go out on the water, maybe swim a little. Like it sounds like fun. I'd love to do that. And I might even do that by myself. You know, I just think it sounds like fun. So if I'm given the gift of time, if I'm given a whole day, I think that's how I would use it, you know, or any one of these things is how I would use that whole day. So that is my list of like things that I do when I'm given the gift of time. I obviously, like, there are things that I do all the time. Like, I pet my pets all the time. I love them. I make my bed every morning. I fold laundry even if it's not something that I do when I'm given time. I make time for it. And all of these things are things that I already do. But when I find myself in a position where I've got more time than I expected to have, I will, you know, typically do one of these things, if not, you know, a couple of these things. And it's nice to be given the gift of time. You know, I find a lot of joy in being given time to do things that I didn't expect to have before. So anyway, thanks for spending your time with me. I'm done talking for now, and you guys will see me in another video really soon. Bye!